In today's session, we are going to learn about the difference between the two important aspects. That is the mostly asked question. That is the difference between bit and byte. So it's very easy to answer. Let us try to understand that how to answer this question. So we will going to understand what is bit. So in the bit, it is actually a binary digit. You can represent it by 0 and 1. So you can use either 0 and 1 to represent it. So both of these actually is a binary digit. So that is actually the bit. It can be 0 1 1 0 0 1. It can be 1 1 1. All one can be there. Mm, both zeros and ones can be there, and all zeros can be allowed, right? So they can be the mixture of zeros and ones. They can be only ones, and they can only be zeros. So you can see that 0 and 1 is actually the binary digit, that is the bit. And let us try to understand what is byte. So byte is actually a group of 8 bits. So if we will going to group it out, so it's a collection of grouping of bits is done to form bytes. So now the question is that bit how many bits are required to form one byte. So one byte actually involves 8 bits. So that is the thing that we need to understand here. And this is the foremost question that might be asked in MCQs as well as in fill in the blank. So now we will going to understand that what is actually operating system. So let's try to understand it. It's very easy. It's just like a software. It actually is behaving like an interface between the user and the hardware. So suppose there is a user that needs to use certain hardware. So it's behaves like a bridge between these two. Means if the user need to interact with the hardware, then the user first of all needs to have make use of OS, that is the operating system. So it's a bridge between the user and the hardware. That's why the user can able to interact properly with the hardware. So it's just like a program only. So OS is basically a program. Now the next part is to understand how many types of software are there. So there are many types of software. One is application, other is system software, utility software. Let us start with the utility. So this is a software as utility software. So now if we try to understand that what is this utility software, then it is actually assisting the computer by performing housekeeping functions. So it's actually perform certain housekeeping functions. Basically, for the maintenance of the computer, it is performing this. So one is the utility. The second one is application. It is actually regarding the operations of a specified application. So application software is basically very important software without which you will not able to access any software, basic software. So it's not general, but it is regarding the usage of one unique application, the operation of specified. That application can be uh, anything like of music or of video, audio, or animation. So only regarding the specified application. The third is actually the system software that controls the right actually take care of internal computer operation. So system software is regarding the taking care of internal operations of the computer. So basically, our PC will have some internal operations to be performed that is hidden from the user. So for that, system software is very valuable. So these are the summary of the types of the software that we have studied. So we have covered this from chapter that is computer system overview. So this computer system overview is actually from the 11th class CS subject. So we have done the important questions that can come.